Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about the instructor grade exam questions. So in that instructor grade exam, from computer science, we got around 22 questions. So we will be discussing the questions one by one. So let's start with the first question. The first question is from programming in Java. So here, this question is based on classes and object-oriented programming concept. So what will be the output of the following code? This code is actually from Java programming language. So here the question in this question we have a class program1. Inside we have a static block. So this is called as a static block, and we have a static main method is a public static void main method. So static block is also created once again, and it is printing hi. So the question is actually what will be the output of the following program code. So as you know that Java programming executes from main function. So here the execution starts from here, but that is actually main function will be executed first, right? But there is one more concept called static concept. Static means it's a class level member. So when you create anything using static, that is actually class level member. So when you use a static block and static variables, so before main function, the static variable will be initialized as well as static block will be executed. So here the execution will be starting from static block. So first the static block will be executed, then this first static block and second static block will be executed next, then third only it will go to the main function. So third execution is actually in main function. So this is the order of execution. So the output will be hello, then hi, then hi. So you'll be getting the output C. So the C option is correct. You'll be getting the output hello, hi, hi. So I'll show you the output also. And when we execute the program, and as you can see the output here, hello, hi, hi. So the reason is actually because of static block. Static block executes before the main function. Next we move on to the next question. The next question is what will be the output of the following code? Again it is another Java programming code. Here in Java programming we have inheritance, object oriented programming principles inheritance. We can create a parent class and child class, and we can also, there is a function, there is a concept called overriding also we can use. So in this question we have a class parent and we have a public static void info function which will print I am parent, and there is another class created, class child extends parent. This is a subclass of this parent class, child class. In this child class also we are having the same method, public static void info, but it is printing a different output. And we have another class program2. Here we have a main method, and inside the main method we are having the logic. So what they are telling is, they are storing the child object in parent class variable. Then they are calling info function. So when you are, this concept is actually called as polymorphism. Polymorphism. So using as this base class reference, we can refer child class object. Then we can call the overriding function. But here the overriding is actually not happening because of static. So that you have to understand. So since there is a static keyword, it is not exactly overriding. It is actually an independent method. Both are independent method in child class and parent class. So because of this static keyword, the overriding is not happening. So when it comes to polymorphism also, the polymorphism also not happening successfully. So when you call p.info, since the p is a reference of parent class, right? So it will find info function in parent class. So you'll be getting this will call the parent class info function because of not overriding, because since it is not a overriding, since it is not a polymorphism, it will refer only the parent, the variable whichever that you are using, right? For example, parent p is a parent class reference variable, right? So it will execute the parent class info function, and the output will be getting from here, I am parent. So the output will be here. The answer is I am parent. So that will be the answer, and I'll execute this program. See the output, I am parent we are getting. The reason is it is not overriding. So if we remove this static, we may get I am child. So if I remove this static keyword, the output will be getting I am child. Now see that you can see here the output is I am child, because now it is actually overriding is taking place and polymorphism is taking place. So based on the base derived class object, the info function will be called. So the info function will be called from the derived class. So since it is static, it is not happening. Since it is static, the overriding is not possible. Both functions are independent functions. So here, since the variable p is a parent class, so it will call this I am parent, this info function. So you'll be getting the output as I am parent. So for this question, due to static keyword, the output will be, the output of the program is I am parent. The next question is, so next question is also from Java programming language. So here we have, they have applied interface concept. So in this interface concept, they have created interface I1 and interface I2. Inside interface, they are creating a constant pi and another constant pa. Both are same constant in both interface. So in interface, Java interface, there is another concept. You know that one in Java interface can extend other interfaces. For example, we have inside next they have created I3 interface, which is extending from I1 and I2. So this I1 and I2 will be available in this I3 interface. And additionally, they are adding one function, double area double R. So this is abstract method. Finally, they are creating a class interface. Actually, there should not be space here. So this is in the question itself, there is a mistake, typing mistake. So it can be, this question can be cancelled also. There is a gap between this name and this name. Actually, it should be like interface test combined word. So that is a correct thing. If that is correct, let's see what is output will be. So here what they are doing is interface test implements I3. So when we are implementing I3, first we have to implement this area function. So area function is implemented. Inside area function, they are using the constant value pi. So now look at this pi value, pi variable. Pi variable is it's not a variable, it's a constant. So as you know that in interface we can create only constant, not variables, right? So here we have two pi, same pi constant in both interface I1 and I2. So there is a conflict. Which pi value should be used? So the compiler will generate error here, saying that it will create, it is creating an ambiguous call. It's creating ambiguous variable reference. So when you compile and when you run the program, the output will be error, compilation error. So the program will not successfully compile because this PA, there is a conflict. PA variable which is available in both interface. So the answer will be the first answer A. So this is the options, interface test Java 12. So in line number 12 only the error will be coming. So there is another option called interface line number 7. The same error, same answer is given. A reference to PA is ambiguous, right? So but that is not a correct answer. The error is actually coming in line number 12. So reference to PA is ambiguous, right? So the answer is, correct answer is A. So I'll show you the output here. So here that interface is available, right? And when you look at here, so there is a one error is applied. So error will be displayed. For example, if I keep the mouse over here, you can see the error message. The field pi is ambiguous. The field pi is ambiguous. So you can see here when we keep the mouse over here, right? And it is coming in line number 12. it is so as per this choice, the C also having the same answer, but the line number is different. Line number is 7. It's showing line number is 7. So for line number you can just count the line number, right? So in line number 7 there is no error. In line number 7 is this one, so there is no error. So correct answer is line number 12 only we are getting the error. The reference to PI is ambiguous. So that is our answer for this question. Let's move to the next question. So this is also from Java programming language. So what will be the output of the following program? So as you know that the execution starts from main function. So here we have a class, symbol class, and begin and operate function is there, right? So in symbol class I'm creating an object. So here the object they are creating SC, and in this question also here one gap is there, right? So I have corrected this gap, but in the question there is no gap was there. So sometimes this question may be cancelled by them because of typing mistake. So there should be a gap over here, some symbol class space, and then only that variable should come. Then it is calling begin function. So begin function is called here. One array is created, right? The array value is 4 comma 5 comma 6, and another array is also created, b. B is equal to operate A. So now I am passing the reference of A to this. Here the reference of A is passed to here, this function, right? So now one more C array is actually created, C array. Now this C array is pointing to the same. Okay, here I will write one more C array is created. The C array is also pointing to the same array, because when we pass array variable to a function in Java, array is an object. So the same object location will be passed. So A and C is actually pointed to the same array. Now inside this operate function, we are changing the C of 2 location. We are replacing the value as 8. So C of 2 is, this is 1, this is 2. The index number, sorry, this is index number is 0, this is index number is 1, this is index number is 2, right? So this C of 2 only changing, right? So what will happen is this 6 will be replaced by 8, right? 6 will be replaced by 8, and now after replacement we are returning the C array to this calling function, right? So automatically the B array will be getting the same array. The B array will be getting the same array. So only one array object is created, but it is referenced by C variable, A variable, B variable, right? So all the variables are pointing to the same array. Now when we take A of 0 plus A of 1 plus A of 2, 4 plus 5 plus 8. So it will be getting 17. Similarly B of 0, B of 1, B of 2 also you'll be getting same array, right? B also point the same array, A also point the same array. So you'll be getting, when you add all these numbers, you'll get 17, 17, right? So 9 plus 8, 17, 17. So the correct answer is D. And I'll show you the output also here. This is a code for the question. Now see the output here, 17, 17 is the output for this program, right? So next we'll move on to the next question. Which of the following statement is or true? Is or true? It can be a one answer or two answer or three answer. The statement 1, S1 is S1. Every class is a part of some package. Yeah, this is actually exactly correct statement. In Java, all the classes needs a package to find the classes, right? So if you are not mentioning any package, the class goes to the default package. For example, in this program, so in this Eclipse editor, this way we have to create a project, right? So now currently I am not creating any package. So all the classes that I am creating will be go to default package. Okay. So anyhow you need a package to store the Java classes. If you are not mentioning any package, it will create a package, that is it will put the class in the default package. So first statement is correct. Second statement, all classes in a file are part of same package. This is also correct statement. For example, here I have a interface test.java and program1.java. So many files are there, right? So if I take one file, for example, let's take this program2. So if I take program2, I have parent class, I have child class, I have a proj2 class. Three classes available, right? So all these classes belongs to same package only, right? Same exact package only, right? So this statement is also correct. And third statement, if no package is specified, the class in the file go into Java lang package. This is wrong because Java lang package is a predefined package. It's a predefined package. So you cannot put the user defined classes inside the predefined package. It comes with the Java software, right? So you cannot keep any class inside java.lang package, which is a predefined package. And last statement is, if no package is specified, a new package is created with the folder name custom. That is also wrong because there is no name for the default package. The default package will be the same folder that you are running, then that you are executing the program. That is a folder name. Folder name will be the current working directory will be the folder name, right? So custom is not a name for the default package, and the class is put in the package. So this is a wrong statement, right? So here answer is only S1 and S2 for this question according to this uh, reasons, right? So next we'll move on to the next question. What will be the output of the following Java program? They have mentioned Java program. So here they have mentioned a public class test1, public static long method long n. So this is a static method, and here the execution starts from static void main and system.out.println test1 method. When we pass 35, what is the output of the program? So here the correct answer is 42. So when I run the program also, the answer is 42. Here you can see the answer is 42. Let's understand why it is 42. So basically here what is happening is recursive function calling. So for first actually test1 dot method. So why test1 we can use? Because this method is a static method, right? So since it is a static method, we can use this class name dot that method name. We can call the method and we can pass 35, right? First we are passing 35. 35 is point coming to this n variable. Now if we are checking n is less than 50 or not. Yes, it is less than 50, right? If it less than 50, n is equal to method of n plus 5. This will be executing, then it will return n minus 2. Okay, one more correction. So this is a small letter written, right? So return n minus 2. So how it is working is, first time test1 dot method of 35 is passed, right? So when we are passing, when we are passing 35, what is the n value will be? N is equal to the since the 35 is less than 50, the n will be like this: method of n plus 5, 40 minus 2, because here the n value is calculated by using this function called, right, minus 2. So when we apply this n value here, right, so we'll be getting like this. Next it will make a call to 40, right? So when n is equal to 40, the n is equal to method of 45 minus 2. Similarly, this method 5 will make a recursive call. So when n is equal to 45, the n value becomes method of 50 minus 2. Now when we call n value becomes 50. Now listen carefully here. So method of 50 here, when we pass 50, so what is happening is n less than 50, right? So the condition failed, 50 less than 50, that is not true. So this will not be executed. Instead of that, it will return n minus 2. What it will return is n minus 2. What is the n value? 50, right? So 50 minus 2, it will return 48. So for this function, it will return 48. So this n value will be 48 minus 2, so 46. This 46 is applied callback, it will be applied to here. And so for this function, it will replace 46. 46 minus 2, 44, right? So you'll be getting 44. So this 44 will be coming here. It will be returned to this previous recursive call, right? So here this 44 will be coming. So 44 minus 44 minus 2 will get 42, right? So 42 will be returned when we pass 35. Okay, when we pass 35, 42 will be returned. So in this place 42 will be returned. So that's why the correct answer is 42. So next question also from Java programming language. So in this question they have used two classes. One is string class and next one is string buffer class. String buffer. So first they are creating a ABCD as a string. First the ABCD string is created. It will be pointing to the str1, right? str1, and then we are creating str2. str2 equal to str1. So both will be pointing to ABCD. Then str2 dot concatenate. So when we apply concatenate, the EF, this EF value is concatenate with the str2. What is str2? str2 is ABCD, right? So str equal to a new string will be created called ABCD EF. So this is the str2. So then it will print str1 dot concat str2. So when we concatenate these two things, the result will be ABCD, then ABCD EF, right? So ABCDEF. So first we can by seeing this ABCDEF. So here this is matching this option. ABCD is not matching any other thing. So you can just quickly calculate find out because the first, this is the answer. So first itself it is matching, right? And follow, but anyway we have to check that also. String buffer, we are taking another thing is SB1. So SB1 is pointing to ABCD. Now SB2 is also pointing to ABCD because SB1 we are assigning to SB2. Then SB2 append of EF. So I'm appending EF with this SB2. Now what is happening is it won't create a new object. It will modify in the same string itself. Because why? Because of string buffer. It won't create a new string like ABCDEF. It will go to that SB1 and SB2, both are pointed same memory only, right? It will go inside the memory and it will update ABCDEF, right? So now both SB1 and SB2 pointing to same object having ABCDEF, right? So now when we are printing, what we are doing is SB1 append SB2. So in SB1 I'm appending SB2 again, right? So but SB2 is also same thing only, ABCDEF, right? So when we are doing appending, this will create ABCDEF, then ABCDEF, right? So the output will be, first one is this output ABCDEF, then ABCDEF, right? When you combine together, the first option will be the correct answer. The remaining all wrong. So first itself we can find out this, but anyway we have to check for the string buffer also. So this the correct answer is the option A. The next question is, what will be the output of the following program? So this is also from Java programming language. Here also they applied inheritance concept, class, base class, derived class, and the derived class extends base, and they have overriding. They are overriding the display function, but it is not overriding because of static keyword, right? So here when we look at this, when we analyze the program, so this is a, you can understand this is an inheritance program, right? And when we see that functions in base class they are using display function, in derived class also they are using display function, right? Both are same. So it can be a overriding, but it is not a overriding because of static method, right? It is not a overriding, right? Now there is one more thing is, inside static method we have to check codes are actually correct or not. Okay, so when we analyze this code, you can see, you can notice that there is a one keyword they have used called super keyword. Super keyword. So what is the use of super keyword is, so super keyword is used for accessing the super class functions, right? Super class functions. So but this super keyword is a non-static variable. It's a non-static variable. So this super keyword you cannot access, you cannot use inside a static method. Inside static method, non-static member cannot be used. Since super keyword is a non-static variable, non-static predefined variable, so you cannot use inside static method. So when you compile and you run the program, you will be getting a compilation error here. Here you can notice that compilation error. So the answer is D option. So here you won't get any output because program will not compile due to this reason. So the answer is compilation error. And this question, okay, about super keyword, right? So next, move on to the next question. Which of the following is used for terminate the script execution in PHP? So here in PHP there are two ways we can terminate the script by using a exit method, or we can use die function. These are the two possible methods for terminating the PHP program execution. So here you can see here for this die function is available, remaining exit function is not available, right? So we can, the answer is C option. For example, I'll just echo some data, hello, and echo another data, welcome. So inside, if I use exit function, I'll be getting only hello message. The program will stop when we call exit function, right? So let's try this output. So this is a program. Here test3 I'm running, right? So test3, when I execute, see we are getting only hello message. We are not getting the welcome message, right? So exit is one option. Another option is die function you can use. So here when I reload this page, again hello, it stop after printing hello, it stop running. It is not printing this welcome message. Here the program is terminated, right? So this is the reason why the die function is a correct answer for here. So quit and break statement, these are not a valid PHP functions. The next question is, in MySQL customer table with some null values in a particular column for some of the records, that is optional data that customers left blank while filling a web form is given. You are asked to replace only their null value entries with the term not applicable n/a. What can what command can be used to do this? So here the answer is actually update query. Using update query we can change the value by using a set command, and you can use a var class. In var class there is a keyword called is null. So using is null we can check all the null values in a particular column, and you can able to we can able to change it. For example, I'll show you one demonstration here. So here I have a table. I have a table ABC. Here you can see a ABC table is there. In ABC table I have a serial number, first name, last name, age. The last name is optional, so it can be null. So I have set as default is actually it can be null, right? So I have set as it can be null, and some other date records I have some data, right? So for example, if I want to replace this all these null with this not applicable n/a, we can write the query to this table ABC. We can select this particular column and we can set the not applicable value. So for that we have to use update query. So update, the table name is ABC, then which column, first last name is the column name, last name equal to, we can set n/a, where we can check whether it is a null or not. Using last name we can use is null. So this query we can use and we can update, we can execute this query. Now 3 rows affected by using this query. So using update command we can replace all the null values in a particular column. So if I open this table, here you can see that the null value is replaced by not applicable. So the answer is actually update command. Using update command we can we can able to update. The next question is, which of the following is used to delete an entire MySQL database? So this is very simple direct question. So there is a query is there, drop database and database name. So this is a syntax here, syntax is there. So here you can see the syntax, right? So we have to use drop database and the database names, right? So here what we have to do is, which is correct here, that option D is correct, right? Drop database, that is a how that is a correct way to use the query, right? The next question from MySQL. In MySQL, what MySQL type can be used to store a list of permitted values for a variable during table creation time? So here one of the answer is text. Text is actually used to store only text data and single text data. You cannot store a list of value, you cannot mention. List of choices you cannot mention. But the correct answer is here is set. So using set, we can use list of permitted values. For example, here I have given one example. So while creating a table, we can use a set data type. For example, this is a column name followed by set data type. Inside we can, using a bracket, we can give a list of permitted values A, B, C, D. Right. So for this column, I can give A or A, B, C, D, or this sequence values we can give. Another way of creating this list of permitted values, we can also use enum. So there is one more data type called enum is there. So enum also we can use, but enum is not in the option. So the answer is set for this question. So next, move to the next question. What will be the output of the following PHP code? So in this PHP code, so as you know that in PHP, if you want to create a variable, we have to use dollar symbol. So dollar $x equal to 10, right? So in x variable, in dollar $x variable, so in dollar $x variable location, we are storing 10. Then the dollar $y equal to, we are storing the address of this variable. Okay, we are storing the address of x. So using dollar $y also we can able to access. So both are pointing to same data. Both x and y is pointing to same data, right? So when we do increment x plus plus y plus plus, it will both x and y is pointing to same memory only. Same memory only will be affected, right? So when you do x plus plus, this data will be become changed to 11. When you do y plus plus, the data becomes 12, right? So final value of both x and y will be 12, and we are printing using x, it's printing 12. Then you can notice that it's a dot operator. Dot operator in PHP, dot operator is a concatenation. So 12 will be concatenated with the value of y also 12. So you'll be getting 12 12. So the answer is B option. You'll be getting 12 12. Right. So here the reason is, here we are storing the address of x in y. So both x and y point into same memory. When we increment, both will be getting same value. The answer will be 12. Sorry, not this one. The answer is actually C option, 12 comma 12 12. Okay. Next question. Using CSS, the background of an XHTML pages can be set to an image. So in this question, the question itself, they have given some options. So if you look at the options are syntax wise, it's not correct. The correct syntax is mentioned here. You can see here. So this is a correct syntax. Select the body tag and open the bracket, close the bracket, and we have to use background -image. Then this colon is important. Then to attach the image, we have to use URL function. This function is needed to attach this image URL of. Inside you have to give the image, right? So this is a correct format, correct way to represent the background image, and this is not matching with any option. So the answer is none of the above. That is the correct answer. So next, move to the next question. What is the purpose of no script tag in JavaScript? So no script tag is used to used to check whether the JavaScript is enabled in browser or not. If it is not enabled, it will show one error. It will show the message that is enclosed inside this script tag. So here I have given an example. In HTML program, we can use no script tag, and you can close the no script. Inside you can put one text, right? You can enclose one text. This text will be displayed in the web page if the JavaScript is not enabled in the browser. So here the answer is B. So in B, what they are telling is enclosed text to be displayed by non-JavaScript browser. Non-JavaScript browser, if you are trying to run this program, this text will be displayed. Other options are wrong. For example, prevent script on the stage of executing. That is not a correct. It is not to prevent. It is for to display the alternate message if the JavaScript is not working in the browser. Okay, that is a reason for this purpose of no script. So first is wrong, second is correct, and suppress the result to be displayed on the web page. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. So next, move to the next question. How is the following Boolean expression is interpreted? This question is actually from JavaScript, or we can take it as a PHP also. Both are same concept. In JavaScript, when you try to create a variable, Boolean variable using new Boolean class, this is a Boolean class, predefined Boolean class. So Boolean class is available. Actually, JavaScript is an object-oriented programming language. So there are some predefined classes available. One of the predefined class is Boolean. So we can create object new Boolean of false, or some value we can give, right? So based on this value, the value will be stored here. So how you have to understand is, if you want to create a false object, you must give a false Boolean value, not in a string format. So false will be stored if you give false directly, value directly. Okay. Otherwise, true will be stored. Okay. So here the answer is x is equal to true. Okay. So false will not be stored because since we have used double quotes, the false will not be stored. Garbage value will never store in this variable, and this is also wrong. So correct answer is true. I'll show you one small demonstration for this question. So here I have a script tag. If I want to create a Boolean variable, we can use Boolean class like this. Inside, if you want to create false data, you have to give like this. And for example, using document.write, we can display this x value. Now let's check the output. Now see that now we are getting false. Output is false. Okay, so if I give this as in a string format, it won't take it as a false. It will take it as true. It will take it as true. So now when you reload the page, now see that what is the data stored? The stored data is true, right? So here what you have to understand is, if you want false object, you must pass false directly. False is a predefined keyword, right? False directly without any double quotes, right? But if you want true, you can use like this. If you want a true, for any other data, whatever data you are passing except false directly, you will be getting true value. For example, for this you will get true data. The true will be stored. See, look at this, true will be stored. So that's why the here the answer is x is equal to true will be stored. Next, move on to the next question. What is the output of the following code snippet? So here another question is from PHP programming language. Here the question says that there is a variable x is equal to 0 is created, and they are creating a function myTest. They are creating a function myTest, and inside myTest they are creating static dollar $y equal to $x. Okay, then they are echoing an increment. This function is called 3 times, right? So answers are, we have having answer 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, no output, and error. Okay, so since there is a option called error, we have to check whether is there any error is there or not. Okay, so there is a here the correct answer is actually D, option D. The answer is error. I'll tell you the reason why it is option is error. So when you look at the static keyword, so in PHP static variable you can create. static variable, but the static variable should be initialized with a constant value. Constant value. You cannot initialize a static variable with any other expression or a variable name. Okay, you cannot use a variable to initialize the static variable. You should give a constant value. Constant value can be a 0. Okay, constant can be a 0, or it can be created by using a define constant function. You can use define constant variable, you can use, right. So that's a problem why the why you will be getting error here. The correct answer is error, right. So I will just execute this program. So now when I execute this program, you'll be let's see the output. This is the error you will be getting, right. So constant expression, you can see the error. Constant expression contains invalid operations, right. So it means that in this code we are trying to assign a variable to a static variable. That is not possible. So we have to use some constant can be 0. Okay, we can store 0 as a variable. So see, now there is no error. Okay, the program runs successfully. 0 1 2 will be the answer. Okay, so we can give 0, or we can create a constant. We can create a constant by using define. We can give constant y is some t is the constant value. We can give 10, right. So this way we can create a constant. So here I have created constant t. This t I can directly use it here, right. So either t we can use, or we can use directly use the constant value. For example, 0 or 1 or 2 we can use. So these are the only ways. We cannot use a variable, this variable or any variable you cannot use with the static initialization. So that is the reason why the answer is error here. Next we move on to the next question. So in this JavaScript code, so first they have created a array x equal to new array, and this will create array variable. Then we are storing Kerala in 0 location, state in one location number 1, India in location number 2, index number 2, and they are trying to access value like this, x of 0 comma 1 comma 2. So first we need to understand whether it is correct or not. Is there any error or not? This is a valid accessing, valid code, valid way of accessing the array data. We can give a index in a sequence like 0 comma 1 comma 2 comma. How it will be accessed is, so when you apply it like sequence, it will take the last index that you are using. Okay, so the value will be getting from only from the last index. Okay, so how you have to understand this, when you give index number in a sequence like 0 1 2, what is happening is the 0 index is updated with the second value, and second index is updated with the third value. So last index will be available to access the value. So the last index is, we are the data will be available as India, right. So the India will be printed. Okay, so the output will be India. The correct answer is B. So let's see the output also. So quickly I'll copy this. So when we execute the program test2, the answer is India, right. So why? Because the last index, whatever last index is we are giving, that will be the answer. If I change this 2, and if I change this as a 0, now the last index is pointing 0, right. So the output will be Kerala, right. So the output, now the output will be Kerala, since the last index will be overwriting the index. So when we give in a sequence, right. So 1 2 is updated with the 1, the 1 is overwritten written by 0. So last updated index is 0 only. So that will be the output of this array access. So the answer is, here it is, according to this question, since the last index is 2, the output will be India. So next go to the next question. A scripting language is a what? The question is, there are some choices. It's assembly language, programming language, machine level programming language, non-compiled language, high level programming language. So first two is not at all a correct answer, right? Scripting language is a high level language basically. So as it's not assembly level language, machine level language. The here you have some confusion, right? So here the scripting languages are all scripting languages are high level languages, high level programming languages. So it is actually the perfectly correct. And some of the scripting languages are non-compiled language. For example, we have a client side scripting and server side scripting language is there, right? So when we take client side scripting, this is actually non-compiled high level language. But server side scripting language or it's a compiled language, right? And both are high level languages. Both are high level language. Okay, so both are high level language, right? So the commonality is here high level language. So the correct answer is D option. This is not a suitable answer because even though it is a non-compiled language, but some of the server side scripting language is not a non-compiled language. It's a compiled language, right? For example, Node.js. If you take Node.js is a scripting language, but it is a compiled language. But JavaScript, if you take, it's a uh, it is a non-compiled language. It's an interpreted language, and both are actually high-level language, right? So common answer is here is high-level programming language. That is the correct answer. So next question is how does the identity operator means that triple equal to compare two values. So in Java, this question is actually based on JavaScript. So in JavaScript, we have two way of comparison. One is double equal to and triple equal to. So double equal to will check only values. It will compare only value. Triple equal to will check the data type. That it will check the data type and value. It will check both data type and value. So that is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to. So here the answer is first option. If you see, returns true only if both are of the same type and value, right? So this is exactly correct because both data type and value should be same, right? So that's why it will return true only if both of the data type and values are same. So this is the correct answer. Second answer, performs a lexical comparison if the two values are strings. That is not correct way. Actually lexical comparison is order. Okay, so it won't check the order, it will check the character sequences. Okay, so lexical comparison is like whether A is coming before B or not, order checking. Okay, so lexical comparison is order checking, but here it is not order checking, it will check the value sequence. Okay, so second is not correct. Converts them to common compatible data type and then compare the value. This is not happening, it won't happen. It will check the data type first, then converts both values to strings and compare them. So this is also not correct because it won't do any conversion, it won't perform any conversion. So these two answers are wrong, and it will do, it will compare the data type and the character sequences. Okay, it will check the character sequences. That is what triple equal to. Okay, so the answer is the first option, returns true only if both are of the same type and values. The next question is, dash is an example of magic method. So magic methods are actually special methods in PHP. It starts with the underscore symbol. Underscore, we can say write like this: get, underscore set, underscore construct. Okay, these are the different types of magic methods. So here I have given some list of magic methods. You can see constructor is there, destruct is there, call is there, call static is there, get, set, set, unset, sleep and wake up, toString, invoke, set, clone. So some limited set of functions are actually magic methods. Every methods are having different functionalities. For example, sleep and wake up is used for multi-threading. Threading, when you use threading concept, we can use sleep function to pass the thread for some time. Similarly, wake up, the you can use for sleeping thread to wake up, and ESET is to check whether the variable is created or not, or unset you can use for to check whether the variable is unset or not, variable is deleted or not. Okay, so these are the only permitted list of functions, But when you compare like this, in this option, compile is not a proper magic method, right? So we can avoid this. String is not exactly a magic method. Only two string function is available. So we can remove this. So here the correct answer is wake up. Wake up is a correct method, and this is also wrong, right? So correct answer is wake up method. So just because of the list of methods, just it's a direct question, remember level questions only, right? So wake up is a correct method, which is an example of magic method here. So that's all about the questions from computer science in the instructor grade exam. So thank you for listening this video.